for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner, getting in the spirit. Should be a good. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. DA, it's all.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Dwight Powell, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Richardson finds Powell. Lays it up off the glass. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Here's Doncic. Hardaway with a wide open look. Another 3 for Dallas.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Down low. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell-Pope.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence. And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor, and he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility, and offense is tertiary to his contribution.
Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him. They start off this game, hammers it home to polish off the break.
KCP is a guy who can pull up from 3 just as easily as take it to the cup. He's a tough cover in transition.
Doncic against Schroeder. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Lakers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic passes to Kleber. Now Powell. Outside Hardaway. Sinks the triple. Hardaway has got 6.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Richardson.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute. And that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
Rejected by Gasol. LeBron, good.
Really good court awareness that time from Anthony Davis, seeing the floor and making the right decision.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Burke. Rejected by Gasol. Gasol. We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. In third, the Lakers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Good on both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Schroeder finds Davis. Lakers passing it around. James, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from him. I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Dallas making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and it goes down 2 points. LeBron's got 8 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Burke looking over the floor. Now the pass to Hardaway. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. And Hardaway gets it to go. He's got 8.
You know, really, Hardaway Jr., guys, is a threat to score from anywhere, especially this area, as we just saw.
2 points. That one goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
That one goes in.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And the dunk by James.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the rejection by James. The Lakers trail. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
Always shine in the post. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Gasol at the center position. 6 on the shot clock. The terrific!
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Now, here's Burke, guarded closely. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Frames the three-pointer. Finney-Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you've got to be hydrated.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
Dallas has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here's Davis. Drops in the layup for 2. Davis has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Pass to Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Richardson. The Lakers have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter.
I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of it, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Here's Davis. That shot off. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Doncic missing. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Lakers. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Here's Richardson.
Davis has tremendous versatility and length, and he uses both to annoy and bother shooters.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ready, Jeff? LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 24 points and 1 block. And let's get your... That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Mavericks trail by 3. to the right wing. Finney Smith, another three for Dallas.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Richardson against LeBron. Here's Gasol. Here's Davis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Davis has got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for foul. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Johnson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
How about the hands on display there around the basket? I mean, he does not let those opportunities slip away, and that allows the lead to grow.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. He does everything you want from a defensive angle.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
It's Richardson on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Gasol with the steal. And that one's good. Schroeder. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
No good from Finney Smith.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Loving the energy right now here in the 3rd quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Dallas calls timeout. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
the truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the 2nd half now. It's deflected.
Caldwell Pope showing us excellent timing there, using his length well on defense.
For Dallas, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And he makes the first. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the 2nd.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Man, it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Pass to James. Outside, Davis. And they double up Davis. Shoots a fader. Count it. Good. Davis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
You know, unlike a lot of bigs, Davis doesn't have to operate inside. He's totally confident in his ability to do damage from the perimeter.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game. can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Brunson, no good. Los Angeles leading by 11. Lobbed up there for Schroeder. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. It's blocked. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
The 3 for Doncic. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up to the Lakers. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Here's Davis. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
What a great effort that time by Davis. Just never gave up on it. Worked through tough defense and still found a way to get it up and down.
Doncic with it. He's got 12. Looking to end the run. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13-point lead heading into. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Lakers leading by 13. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Doncic passes to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway, no good. And here are the Lakers. James, and he makes good on the layup. LeBron's got 38 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Good on the 3-point shot.
Boy, good ball movement that time. Allows Richardson to get the good look on the jumper he wants. The pass was right where it needed to be.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Dallas calls timeout. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you got to make it. So there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Dallas again missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Doncic hits to Finney Smith. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Just 5 to shoot. Doncic passes to Hardaway. From deep, and the rejection by James.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Knocked loose. They're running. .141 left in the fourth quarter. Keeps it alive, and Gasol able to finish.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Doncic looking it over. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Richardson outside, 6 to shoot. And the pass to Johnson. And here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-7 run. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, he's a guy who looks for his shot often. He's energetic and outstanding at forcing the issue. Caldwell Pope is his name.
And so he hits both. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Brunson, good.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And Davis throws it down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline.